Can God fit in this water bottle? Can you fit God in here?
If God wanted to be in that water bottle, brother, he could be.
So God could be contained. So something could contain God.
Well, he would contain himself because he's God.
No. Can this contain God?
Well, like I was saying, if God wanted to be in that water bottle, he could be.
Then he's no longer God. Does God have limits? You said God has no limits.
No, he doesn't have limits.
So how could he be contained in a bottle?
Because if God wanted to be in that water bottle, he could be, but that doesn't mean he can't get out.
Then he'd have limits.
What are you talking about?
He'd be limited. He'd fit in a bottle. What do you mean?
Right, but that doesn't mean he's no longer God. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, you just said God by nature is unlimited.
No, God has no limitations.
Okay, so then he can't be contained by that which is limited.
I'm saying he could be in there if he so chose to be in it. But he doesn't have a limitation to get out.
Pay attention. Can God choose to be limited?
Can God choose to be limited?
Yes.
I would assume so. I don't know why he would.
So if God can choose to be limited, then God can choose to not exist, and God could choose to be under my foot, and God could choose to make me his God, so I could throw him in hell. Yes?
I suppose so. I mean, I haven't really thought of it like that.
God can make me his God, so I could throw him in hell?
I mean, in a really weird way, I suppose so, yeah.
So then your God doesn't exist, because then you have nothing that defines the identity of God, the underlying reality. Then your God is a non-existence. Yeah. Is there something that defines God that must be the case for his identity to be or to obtain?
Does anything define God?
Is there an identity that must be the case for God to obtain? Are there certain conditions, certain attributes that must be the case for God to be God? If you say no, then your God doesn't exist. He's a nothing.
What makes you say that?
Because then God doesn't.
God has to have attributes.
So then you could call something God, and it could not be all powerful, not be all knowing, not be all seeing, could be fully limited and powerless, and that could still be God.
Mm-hmm.
So then your God doesn't exist, because anything could be your God now. I could truly call this your God. This also qualifies to be your God. This qualifies to be your God. This wrapper right here, this sticker, qualifies to be your God. This battery qualifies to be your God, and everything that you could think of. Why? Because now you have put no necessary, non-arbitrary criteria that defines the underlying reality of this identity, so-called God. If there is no specific identity that must be the case, then anything could qualify to be God.